I remember being there for the opening showing of Avatar. Opening night, and when I left, I wasn't thinking about Avatar syndrome, about how trees in movies love to murder
What do
people.
we say to the goddess?
I need to give you a heads up.
Just look at these movies and these trees. They love to murder people, and that's a writer thing for sure. I mean, think about it. Trees are the most merciless thing. We love underdogs, and in all these movies, trees end up killing lots of people. I mean, Saruman had a point. Anyway, so today we're going to be talking about Avatar. Kind of gets a bad rap, despite the fact that it's rocking solid reviews on Rotten Tomatoes in both audience and critics, but people kind of miss in space. Elements about Avatar that are really good, and we're going to talk about those, and more than just the CGI and the way it looks and the motion capture, which is way better than Lion King, Cameron's Avatar, and there are 4 more coming out, which is pretty important to kind of mention because a couple of the characters that die in the first one have been confirmed as coming back, and one that I think truly makes the movie great. So we follow Jake Sully. He's this Marine. His twin brother was in this program, the Avatar program, but he was killed, and he takes his place in these avatars, which is unique because his character can't walk, so it gives him the opportunity to run, to walk again, which is awesome. It's just writing 101. You got to give your character that thing that they don't have that's missing. The movie's, an adventure. Like, it shows us this world, creatures, the colors. It's a beautiful film. All those things are very unique, and of course, the facial recognition, the acting, comes through. Like, that's the most important part. That's what people are complaining about the new Lion King, is that there's no emotion. On Avatar, if you watch the interviews with James Cameron, he was 100% on board with keeping the actors' faces actual acting. He did not want it to be taken away and used as animators to do the emotion. It's their actual emotions, which is really cool.
If there is a hell, you might want to go there for some R&R after a tour on Pandora.
And that might seem odd because there's bad guys in other movies that are more iconic, where it's Darth Vader or things like that. But Stephen Lang's character makes perfect. The soldier, he's on this planet and he loves it. He loves it. He wants a fight. The whole movie he's just looking for an excuse, a reason for it to turn into a fight. That's why he uses Jake. But his lines, the way they design them, are so... Maybe a warmonger, he may be a great example of real people in history. You look at the Native Americans and the American history. He is a real example of someone that probably existed. But he's Stephen Lang, so he's way bigger. Stephen Lang's had a pretty good career. Tombstone, he definitely plays an underrated character. Very entertaining in a movie filled to the brim with legendary acting. And then, Don't Breathe. If you haven't seen it, you need to see it. It's awesome. He plays a blind ex-soldier, macho tough guy, but he's also a little crazy, and it turns into a horror movie. I don't want to spoil anything for that, but definitely worth a watch. Avatar, though, what carries it is the acting in it. And I know this seems odd because some other people will be like, this is a basic story. Like, this is a standard story that we've seen 1,000 times. Yeah, we have seen it, and there's a reason we see it 1,000 times. It's because it's good. When you've got great actors, great actresses, and this revolutionary filming technique, and the movie is going to look amazing. That's going to be the spectacle of it. You don't need to mess it up. A good story is all you need. And I think that's what Avatar did. And that's why I'm confident that 2, 3, 4, and even 5 will be good. Because they understand what they're trying to do. Entertain audiences. I think that's what truly makes Avatar great, is it's an entertaining movie. Stephen Lang's character is so good. He is so good and so iconic in this movie that they have decided to bring him back for the other movies. Imagine being in a movie and doing such a good job acting, because it is really him. Like, the character's good, but he brings it to life. Doing such a good job acting that they have to write you into the other scripts and bring you back from the dead. That's like next level. That's what I would say is iconic. So Avatar, I really don't get all the criticisms. It's what you expect from a movie. When you go to a movie, like I did a Stuber review, if you go to Stuber expecting anything but a comedy, you'll be let down. If you go to a serious dramatic movie expecting anything but a serious dramatic tone, and you're probably gonna be a little bored. You're not gonna be entertained unless that's what you want. You've got to have your expectations. And for a big blockbuster, I want to be entertained. I want it to be a good story. I don't want it to be dumb. That's where my critique of The Last Jedi is a little different, because The Last Jedi gets into all this dumb stuff, and they change so much, whereas I don't appeal to a big audience. You can't take risks. Well, you can't take that many risks. So, I just want to take this time to say that Avatar is actually pretty good if we would just...
Entire body. That's a potent mix. Give me the goosebumps.
Well, I played 18, shot 18. Just can't seem to miss.